He called it thing a hot dog. Look.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't know I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing that. And so, look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right-hand side, we got SCSU #1 fan. We are South Carolina State, Chuck Little John. And underneath us both, man, we got Decatur's realest deal eating on that man-made tilapia.
Man,
Corey Davis.
who told you that, Charlie? You know how many species of tilapia is out there?
So where can you go catch it?
What you mean?
I know I can go catch me a bass. I can go catch me some perch. I can go catch me some salmon.
In South Georgia, Louisiana, Florida, you can go catch you a tilapia.
Cool.
You know what? Let me tell you something. It's over 100 species of tilapia.
Hey, man, welcome everybody out there, man, to episode 10, season 4 of the crew and you, man. Everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We appreciate you all rocking with us, man. Remember, when you come to the channel, man, bring a friend, tell a friend. Don't come by yourself when you come. Hey, what up, James Little John, man? Hey, how y'all doing today, fellas, man? How was that weekend?
Weekend was good. It was good. Too short as usual.
For real. I'd like to give a nice congratulations out to Aria Noel Davis on her second, what they call them things? When they dancing and stuff. Yeah.
Dance, ballerina,
recital. I'm sorry.
Recital. Okay.
Yes. Congratulations, Aria. She did two. I don't know if they call it a show or different things or whatever, but she did 2 of them. And then we also had a father-daughter dance at the dance started. So it was my first time dancing with my daughter, and we had a wonderful time. We did a little, there's a bunch of dads. Congratulations to all the dads out there from Johnson Learning Center, and there's also 2 other Christian academies that they came together at Reed High School.
Okay.
A nice little turnout. A lot of girls did a great job, but I want to say congratulations to Aria Davis on doing a wonderful job herself.
Great job, Aria. And
Congratulations.
I take offense to that, man, because I believe I seen you and Aria dancing on New Year's Eve together.
You know what? We did that. You're right.
Yeah. I'm a little offended. I'm a little hurt that you forgot about that. It's very special.
Don't be hurt.
Night.
That wasn't no dance. That was getting down. My daughter didn't want to stop dancing.
No, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I love those days, man.
That was a fun.
Yeah. So we having a father-daughter dance on actually Father's Day. Me and the girls, 3 of the girls, 4th girl will still be in school, so she couldn't make it down. But we will be attending the Ryan Cameron father-daughter dance.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I think it's the 15th. The 15th annual. Yeah. So,
he's been doing it for a while.
Yeah. So I'm super excited about doing that, man. We went suit shopping and this weekend, and
y'all dressing alike?
Huh?
Y'all dressing alike?
Yeah, like I was trying to. So they're gonna wear, they wearing that cowboy blue dress. They got the cowboy blue dresses. So I was gonna go ahead and get me a a cowboy blue suit to go with it. So, well, the suit that I had, I saw was super dope. I thought it was super dope. Me and Gia walked in the Men's Warehouse. All right, let me tell y'all a quick story before I jump into our sports. Men's Warehouse. Me and baby girl went in there, and as soon as we walked in, man, right to the right side of us, man, they had this suit that was bad. It was like more of a sky blue with a gold Eldritch knot tie on it on the mannequin. Yeah, Eldritch knot. This is a real fancy tie knot that they put in the ties, man. Yeah, so I was like, oh man, this is it. This is it, man. I got to jump on this, man. So immediately jumped in there. Hey, man, give me this suit right here. Let me check it out. Put it on me. Send it to my wife. Said, babe, what'd you think about this, man? That bad boy said, hated it. I said, huh? I said, wait a minute, man. What do you mean? This neck is fresh. What are you talking about? Hate it. I said, well, maybe you gotta come see it. So come on up here and check it out, man. Come on up here and check it out.
You gotta know in person.
So I told my guys, like, look, man, my wife is tough, man. So you have to really sell her on this daggone suit, man. You know, I think it looks good. You think it looks good. You got to do your job, buddy. He was like, man, I'm a guy named DJ, man. Hey, I got this, bro, man. So this man put a whole presentation of the suit, laid it out, put a watch on top of it, put the tie on, had the vest, had it all laid out on the table. So when she walked in, he was standing to the side. So right before she walked in, he's like, I said, you ready? He's like, yeah, man, I'm ready, man. So I gave him 3 dabs, man. Bam, bam, bam. He was like, oh yeah, let's go, man. He was hyped up. She said, there it is, babe. She was like, yeah, okay. I hate it even more.
Hey, in person.
So I'm like, no, you really? She's like, what is this watch? This is a Men's Warehouse watch? What is? Look, he was like, so I looked at Buddy. I said, hey, DJ, man, it's your turn, dog. You got to step up. Look, DJ was sitting like this.
I'm out. He was out there.
Froze up. DJ didn't say not one word.
Didn't make not one sound.
I said, TJ, you put this whole thing together, dog. What happened? You didn't try to sell her or nothing. He's like, yeah. So what they know we can do? I was like, yeah, we got to go ahead and leave, dog. She's like, well, try some black shoes with it.
Hey,
we had to and everything, dog.
I can see he about to cut up and so.
Bruh, it was embarrassing, dog. I felt bad for my guy.
That reminds me of a young lady who didn't have a response. I need a contract. Contract.
She don't play. She don't play. Froze up on him. So let's welcome everybody to the show, man. Phil Harris, what's going on? Rodney Little John, Stanley Carter, what up, Brody? Kanisha Davis and nephew NF Skull, what's up, my guy? Yeah, hilarious. And you know Chris is gonna keep it real. She's gonna keep it real. She's gonna tell you how she feels about it, man. So at the end of the day, she said, "Hey, baby, if you like it, I love it." I said, "No, you don't. No, you don't."
How about that? I just gonna cut it up.
So I gotta do black. I gotta do my black tux, and I'm gonna do a white shirt with a blue tie to match the girls. So.
Look, when we got it, right when we
no
got
cowboy colors.
Good job, Crystal.
Hey, the girls still wearing cowboy colors. They rocking it. All right, man. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and jump in. We finished off last episode talking about Bob Myers leaving the Golden State Warriors. Bob Myers, if you all do not know, was the GM of the Golden State Warriors for the last, 7 years? 6-7 years?
Mm-hmm.
He decided, you know what, man, it's time for me to walk away. It's time for me to move on. I think this team is in a little bit of a turmoil right now. They're in a down swirl, and they need somebody to jump in there and stop it. They have
Is that why he said he was leaving?
He's not going to go out. He's not going to come out and say that, but I believe that's what he is. He is. You have to play Klay Thompson coming up. He's in the last deal of last year of his deal. Draymond Green is a free agent. He wants all that he can get. The relationship between he and Jordan Poole, what's going to go on with that? So you have some stuff going on inside the locker room that has to be fixed, has to be resolved. And I think James or Corey said in our group chat that Kerr has already come out and said their season was kind of done with the punch that happened earlier in the season. So y'all talk to me about this, man, and tell me what y'all think about this Warriors dynasty. Is this the end of a Warrior dynasty?
No. Let me tell you something. As long as you keep the nucleus together, they'll be fine. I ain't gonna lie to you. Though he did get hit, I think the world and the team realized who Jordan Poole was in the playoff series. You know what I'm saying? Not just the first one, they found out who he was later on. Even though he got his contract last year, I'll put money on it, or at least I feel like they'll get rid of him before they get rid of Draymond.
Jordan Poole?
Yes.
Jordan Poole? Okay.
Because
of what you've seen in the playoffs this past year?
What I saw towards the end of the season going into the playoffs.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That sixth man that he's supposed to be just didn't work out. You know what I mean? Draymond was still Draymond, regardless if he got hit or not. You still got hit, but you had your bag. What we didn't see was when Draymond hit him was probably a precursor to how he's always acted. Sometimes he's a little lazy. Sometimes he takes some crazy shots, lackadaisical. And at the time he got hit, that's the reason why Draymond saw it probably 2-3 years ago, and they just built up. Hey man, play defense. Or hey man, play ball. So it's not like he got a max deal, but he did get, he got a bag last year. But I do feel like they'll end up letting him go, so he can probably be, go somewhere. And if he could start, hey, go ahead and go. But I don't see them breaking up the nucleus just yet. They did make it to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? They, Lakers were tough, but they could have. They could have. They just need some better. They just need some better surroundings. And I think Jordan Poole just, like I said, some of them shots he was taking, the last second buzzer shots that he wanted to do. Hey, this is not your role.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, like I said, once or twice where Steph was trying to talk to him, and he kind of, shrugged off Steph. Steph, heal. Steph came over there, tried to say something to him. Then, right after he left, he gave Draymond trying to straighten this dude out. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just me. That's just my opinion. I'd rather see Jordan Poole. They got to get some more. They just got to get a stronger, bench.
Okay.
And I think Poole is just kind of,
All right, so get rid of Poole. All right, OG.
I don't think they'll get rid of Poole. I think they'll keep Poole. He gonna have to step up and make that money he made and come back and run it over again.
Mm-hmm. With Draymond there?
With Draymond there.
Oh.
Wow.
Suck up, be a man. You got punched. Roll on with the punches and keep on moving.
Wow. Take the punch and keep moving is what y'all are saying, huh?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
As you do your boxing, don't you?
Yeah, in boxing.
I'm about to say.
Hey, it's over, done with. Let that sleeping dog lie and let's move on.
For who though? Who's over and done with for? Draymond, because he's not the one who got punched.
Who?
The one who got punched. How's it over for him? He ain't got no payback yet. How's it over for him?
If you want to pay back, he'd got that day.
Huh?
But you didn't. You didn't. So you took that punch. You didn't retaliate. It's all over. Said it's over a year now.
So my wife was saying that's a hostile work environment. So you get punched by somebody, you still gotta come. Hey, Chuck, how you doing, buddy?
I don't know if it was hostile, then they would have done something right then and there.
They did. They suspended him.
I'm talking about when I say hostile, I mean get rid of somebody. In other words, if you go be in a continuously hostile environment, something gonna have to change, not just a suspension. So if they thought it was hostile and undealable, then they would have got something to somebody before the season even started.
So
They being your GM that just left.
Now you know what? I think I'm gonna piggyback on and I'm gonna ride his coattail here with the OG. So remember when Draymond, they suspended him? I think he got 5 games or 10 games? What was it?
It was like 2 games. He didn't get as many long.
He got what?
It was only like 2 games. It was only like 2 games.
Was it? Okay, it was just so it was 5 and he did 2. What was saying? So,
it wasn't a whole lot of games. Yeah.
I remember what it was. It wasn't a whole lot, right? It was like, but I remember they didn't win any game that Draymond wasn't there. You know, and then he came back, and then it was like, because they just didn't know what to do. So even with him gone, those 3 to 5 or whatever, I think it was like 5, if I'm not mistaken. But I think he may have did 4, and they were like, "Listen, we gotta stop this bleeding. Put him back out there. We're gonna find him or whatever." But I think it was 5. But they didn't win a game without him being there.
Okay.
He's still the transmission on this defense. You know what I mean? Now, there's also another, Klay Thompson, he had his, he was really this. If there's anybody that I'm more fearful of being cut or let go, it's Klay.
Whoa.
I'm fearful. I'm just saying I'm fearful because he wasn't the same. He's not the same guy.
He's not. And that goes to my question: is this dynasty over?
No.
You're saying run it back with the same person. You're now telling me that it's not the same person he used to be, with a Draymond Green that you're hoping is going to get along with the team and get rid of Jordan Poole.
That's what Corey said.
Yeah, that's what Corey said.
Yeah.
And then
I'm saying run it back like it is. Wiggins should hopefully be there the entire season and not miss, 20-something games like he did.
Yeah. And
run it back. Now you may need a little bit more support coming off the bench beside Poole and what's my other man name?
Gary Payton.
Huh?
Gary Payton.
Gary Payton, and they got another guard to come off the bench too.
Van Dizizo.
Yeah, him.
Italian.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then they're gonna need another forward or center two coming off.
They need a big.
Yeah.
Do you see Steve Kerr possibly going up to the front office
and stop coaching?
No.
Okay. What for?
Sometimes you get burnt out, man. And then if you keep Draymond, I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to try to control a Draymond Green.
You can't control him. You don't come to season 14 or 12, whatever it is, and try to control him at this point.
Well, he's getting out of control.
You just got to contain the text, because he's not going to stop. He already said, "I have a problem. I cannot stop talking." Right. But as a good coaches, sit down. I'm gonna hold you for maybe 8 minutes to save your text. Not that we don't. We need you on the court, but we got to save your text.
Right. Okay.
Right. Okay. So I guess what you saying that, do you think that Draymond has lost a step?
Him losing the step ain't going. You're not going to tell if he lost a step or not, because what he brings doesn't hurt you as much. Okay. If he loses a step, because his stuff is all hustle.
Okay.
So you lose a step in hustling, you're not gonna really notice it because he's just a hustler. So you know what I mean? He's a hustler. He ain't gonna really notice, man. That you gonna see him hustling. He might be a little late to the hustle, but he's still gonna be hustling. So you're not gonna really notice that he's a step behind like that.
Can you afford to lose him?
I don't think you can afford to lose him, but I don't think you can afford to go with him either.
So what you choosing? I mean,
I think it's time to blow this team up.
So Are you saying that because you legitimately think that's going to happen? Are you saying that because your team is in the West too?
No, I'm saying that because I think their window has closed.
What?
Yeah, I think the window is closed. With the way the team is constructed right now, I think the window is closed.
Okay.
I think this was the last year for them to go in there and try to make that run again. Because they, like you said, they paid Poole. Now you have Klay Thompson who's up, Draymond Green who's up right now. Now you got to make decisions about how you're going to keep this team together with a team that doesn't really vibe with each other like that.
No, they don't vibe. It's just two people that had a moment.
Two main people though. They're not just two people.
One main person and a role player.
No, he's your sixth man. That's your six. A sixth man is a main player on your squad.
But you can. But he didn't do that job this year. He wasn't that 6-man award winner. He wasn't in the running. He wasn't in the top 5. He wasn't none of that shit. Excuse me, none of that this year. His 6-man is what he got paid for, and he went on a vacation. Mm-hmm. Not to mention, I know, like I said, we know he got slapped. You know, was it a punch or a slap?
It was a punch. Almost knocked out. Yeah, it was a punch.
He said almost knocked out.
Might have been knocked out.
Almost knocked out. Yeah. It's gonna be a year now. So there you go.
I know he gotta get past it. You're right.
The man was laid out against the wall.
I ain't been laid out against the wall, and
he was laid out against the wall. They had to help the man up.
You report for TMZ a little bit.
I'm about to say, I mean, I remember seeing it, but it wasn't that bad nowadays. You know, he laid out on the wall.
Have y'all forgot what happened?
He wasn't laid up against the wall, though.
I don't remember him being on the wall. I remember he got, I thought it was a slap more than a punch.
What?
Wasn't an open hand?
No. It was a running start, jumping to all his body weight.
Oh, man, come on, G.
Are y'all for real? Y'all forgot that really?
It was a slap. It was an open fisted slap, not a. No. You saying that he came down and.
No, he actually went full. He came from back here and tried to take his jaw out.
But remember, we saw Poole. Poole didn't have no lacerations, no swelling. You
didn't see Poole because Poole was covered up by the team.
He was covered by the medical. Man. So if it were a punch, I'm just saying it wasn't a terrible break jaw, because I remember him coming at him, and if he did kind of, I thought it was slap push. You know what I'm saying?
Look at OG. You looking at it, OG?
Uh-oh.
Oh, you muted.
You right? He did launch at him now.
So it was a launch.
He took a couple steps and then he ran back a little bit. He rocked and then came forward.
So it was a Superman punch. You understand? On UFC, the Superman punch.
Hey. What happened though is when he punched him, he did fall back toward the wall, but Draymond kind of fell on top of him.
He caught him, right? He kind of.
No, Draymond didn't catch him. No, Draymond didn't.
I'm saying Draymond, he had momentum to punch it.
Yeah.
And as he punched him, he kept moving toward him.
Okay.
Hit against the wall, and Draymond fell on top of him. He wasn't trying to catch him.
Well, okay, so give me right on this. So it wasn't a slap; it was a punch.
Oh yeah, it was a punch.
Yeah. It was a possibility he could have broke that man's jaw.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing about his hand that was open.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking it came up. Okay, my bad.
That's what I was like. This man don't like him. That's the I don't like you punch.
We don't know we don't know what led up to all that.
Yeah, we don't know, but that's still I don't like you punch.
But it's a year ago. It was a year ago.
Yeah. Okay.
And look, now at the same time, like I said before, he's had an attitude with Steph. He's had an attitude with Klay. Klay sitting there like, pass it. And he ain't passing. He's launching it. He's chunking up deuces, and trees.
He playing like trash too. Why we gonna pass to him? He just told me he ain't himself either. Why I gotta pass to him?
No, but I'm saying sometimes his shots be way too far out. You know, at least Clay be on the line. You be way back there. You know.
Y'all throwing pool to the trash can now, boy. Look. Yeah, I know. Corey threw him to the trash. He took the punch. Now you throw him to the trash.
I needed him this series, and Lakers.
All right, man. Let's move on. The game 2 was tonight. That was a knock if you buck punch. That you right, Big Phil. That was a knock if you buck punch, man.
I was saying, so look, so ask this question. Right, so my wife said, if somebody hit you like that, let's say 10 years ago, would you still be cool?
No.
You still wouldn't be.
No.
If
I didn't get no get back, we're not gonna be cool, dog.
It wouldn't have been nothing that's gonna keep me from getting back.
Hey, you gonna get back?
Because if you trying to hold me, somebody else you getting punched, so I'm trying to get back at him.
Yeah.
Is it any different from a work situation when a coworker do something, you know, goofy to you, want to take your parking space or move your pen or steal your stuff, eat your cereal in the refrigerator? I mean, on work environment, you got to get over because you're gonna see that person.
If you punch me at work,
and we both gonna be fired.
It's about to be some problems in the workplace. I promise you.
If you punch me at work,
Hey, you know what I'm tell people around us? I'm gonna tell you like Medea said. Tell them. Go ahead and call the popo.
Hey, look, you can't work at the same place. Like 10 years. Hey, remember G got punched? Remember Charles?
Right. Yeah.
Hey, remember Charles hit James? Yeah. James still in there at James by with it. I bring it up every time James get mad. Oh, yeah, you gonna say that to me, but you ain't say that to Chuck. And Chuck hit you in the office.
Right. Kanisha said it would be on site every time I see him.
Y'all, both of y'all gotta go.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we ain't gonna work together. It ain't gonna work. I'm on site.
You can't go 10 years. Or what if I leave and come back?
Yeah.
Still?
No, it ain't working. All right, man, let's move on, man. Game 2, Miami Heat, Denver Nuggets. The Miami Heat fall short in a late comeback to the Denver Nuggets in the first game. They tried to make it interesting in the end. But let me say this, man. They start this game off making a change. They started Kevin Love, who didn't really get much burn. They put him in the starting lineup. I did not see who they put him in the starting lineup for.
For Martin.
For Martin. Okay, for Martin. And it looks to be paying dividends. And let me say this, Strauss is hitting his shots early on. So I think that is a big change from what happened in game 1. But y'all tell me what y'all thought about game 1 and what y'all think was going to happen in game 2.
I think Denver's coach kind of hit the nail in the head when he was doing his press conference. The fact that Strauss and can't remember the other man's name, Robinson, we're not going to continue to miss wide open threes. Mm-hmm. And then somebody was wide open 16 times or something like that and missed a lot of threes. So he said that's not going to continue to happen. Mm-hmm. So they can't continue to leave them wide open because they go hit them. And just like tonight, they already started hitting them. Mm-hmm. So who knows? Maybe Miami can sneak one out of here tonight. But what I'm waiting to see is when they get about midway the second quarter, the third quarter, and see if that altitude start kicking in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Few of them had that thing on the bench over there, you know.
Now it's your mask.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna put kudos to for how they're getting started now to Eric Spoelstra, who said, because they asked him about the 20 versus 2 free throw shot, change. He said, listen, I can't blame it on the refs. He said we got to be more aggressive going to the basket. So I got to put people in place that's gonna go to the basket. Kevin Love may have a little bit more experience to get to the basket. Or probably to get to the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he's going to be driving like crazy, but he is an experienced ball player who does well at the line. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, like you said, this is what we were looking for from, like I said, remember, I think we don't say this maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the playoffs, coaches that are getting out-coached, mm-hmm. who could not make adjustments. who could not, figure out, a defense, or who couldn't figure something out. Eric Spoelstra has made, and game 2. Listen, he went back in there. Hey, sit down, Kevin.
He ain't wait, did he? He ain't wait to game 3. I mean, like, well, you down 3-0.
Yeah.
Right.
No, we're gonna change it up. We got nothing to lose. Let's win this thing for what we didn't do game 1. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy, if you're not drive to the bucket, you know how, like you said, we kept telling him, cut all that double pumping out, go up. He kept telling Butler, go up. Mm. So I'm giving it up to Eric Spoelstra right now for making the change that coaches need to do without being afraid to drop a person or put him on the bench. Change it up. This is championship gameplay. So when he was asked about that 20 free throws versus 2, we got to drive to the basket. So hopefully, like you said, they coming out wide open now. Let's do it. They can come out with a win, maybe.
Yeah. I think it was a great move. Like you said, man, don't wait. Don't wait till the series is out of hand to try to make some changes. Make them now, and see how that adjustment works. And that's the great thing about Eric Spoelstra, man. He's not afraid to make a change that quickly. A lot of coaches will sit there and be like, you know what? Let's just see if they'll figure it out.
Right. And that's when people like us cut you up at the end, because you didn't make a
change. Yeah. You got to make them changes, man. And here comes Nikola Jokic to bring his team back. You see, they needed some help. They were struggling, and here he comes, man. I like it. I think a lot of players need to play better, starting with Jimmy Buckets. 13 points in that first game is not acceptable for your leader to have. And then Martin, who we all deemed a player to look out for, only 3 points.
Is that all he had in the first game?
That's all he had was 3 points, man. He has to be more aggressive out there, man. So MPJ, Michael Porter Jr., he didn't shoot the ball well. He ended up with 14 points, but he was 5 for 16. And I think that's what's giving the Denver Nuggets some more hope in this second game, is that some of our players didn't really shoot well. Aaron Gordon had a good game, and I believe the OG had Aaron Gordon as his X-Man. And he was definitely that in that game. I think he was 7 for 10 for 17 points. And just too dominant down low, too big for them. So, and Murray didn't shoot the ball well either. But I think I'm not feeling good about the Miami Heat, man. They came out on fire, and the Denver Nuggets withstood that. Now it's a 3-point game going into
nine and 10 points at one time.
Yeah.
Somebody give me a glass of water, please. So I can put this fire out real quick.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying 5, man. Do y'all at least see 6? Will the lead let it go 5?
If they don't win tonight, if they don't win tonight, they'll probably get one in Miami. Mm-hmm. Like you said, gentleman's sweep. If they don't win tonight, they gotta show some vibrato tonight. They gotta show some will. Jimmy Buckets gotta show up.
Yeah. I'm like, if they don't win tonight, then I'm thinking they'll win at least one in Miami. But will they win both of them in Miami? Because I think they could go to Miami. It's gonna be all hype. Crowd gonna be hype. Finals coming there. But then you don't know, because thought the same thing when they went to LA.
Yeah. Right. Thanks, OG. Thanks. You find a way to throw that in there. And it seems like this coach for the Denver Nuggets has a infatuation with the Lakers, because he's always bringing the Lakers up, and you ain't even playing the Lakers no more. Why you keep bringing the Lakers up, man?
Coach Monroe?
Yeah.
Because I guess he missed a spot on the floor.
What?
He missed a spot on the floor.
What you mean?
They didn't sweep it up.
Damn. You know what? My bad, G. I didn't mean for him. I'm sorry.
He led.
My bad.
He sits all week, man, and he thinks of all this stuff to come up with and how to lead you into it. And then,
right, you know what I'm saying? I'm
then,
waiting for it, and then my bad.
it just works perfectly for you, man.
I tell y'all what it is.
Yeah.
You had to throw the shade before the shade get thrown to you.
But you do that well, you know. Look, I'm sitting there waiting, like, what you mean? My bad, G.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all playing the role, though.
All right, man. So look, let's go ahead and stay in the NBA since we're here, man. We have 3 coaches that have landed coaching jobs.
Wow.
Frank Vogel goes to the Suns with Monty Williams. I think we said this on the show, man. I think if he goes to Detroit Pistons, I think that'd be a good pickup for the Detroit Pistons. And where does he go? To the Detroit Pistons. And then Nick Nurse goes to the Philadelphia 76ers. And I want to play a little clip. And I heard this actually on 92.9 Sports in Atlanta. The game. There you go. Yeah. So, and they were talking about should he have said something different? I'm gonna play this clip for you all.
Pardon me?
Do you want James Harden back?
James Harden's a great player.
That didn't answer the question.
Well, I would say this is that James has a decision to make, and I'd be very happy if he came back.
Okay. So that's Nick Nurse, and
What him say?
What do you want him to say? But does it sound like it's a definite that I want James Harden on my squad?
Gotta be fair.
Isn't that free agent, isn't it? I mean, he's still in the contract, right?
No.
Huh?
He a free agent.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's rumblings about him going back to Houston.
Really?
Yeah. So that's the word in the streets right now. So that's why the reporter asked Nick Nurse, do you want him to stay here? Do you want to keep? And so 92.9 was saying, like, why did he come out and say, no, I want him to be for my team, instead of saying, well, James Harden got a decision to make. I think he's a great player.
But I'm saying, did you want him to say that? I mean, did you want him?
If you wanted to be on the team.
And if Skull said if he wanted Harden back, he would have said it. Like, he definitely does not want him back. That's what it sounded like.
But that's still not his choice to make. He could have said, yeah, no, he can go, But like I said, it's the owner and GM that got to decide. All right, we're gonna pay this contract, because I'm sure he's gonna want. Now, he's not Max Bucks. He's not a Max Bucks deal player right now.
Right.
But honestly, he's on the end. He's 36 years old. So do you have to have Harden? Probably not. And especially if you got a new coach, you might want to shake some things up. You got to build around Embiid. Embiid didn't say it.
So Embiid was asked that question too?
At the end of the season, I mean, he was just he didn't. Okay, so I got to find the quote from him.
Well, he did say that me and James Harden can't do it by ourselves.
He did say that, but he just said, because James is, like you said, they got a contract situation. He didn't say I need James. He just, that's my Embiid. But that's what I'm saying. We understand James has an ebb and flow also. You know what I mean? Some days he banging, and then some days that step back ain't even hitting the rim.
Whew. OG, man, what do you think? Do you think he seemed confident in wanting James Harden back on the squad?
Not like everybody else. If he wanted him back, then when he was asked that question, he wouldn't have said that James Harden has a decision to make. He would start the question to the answer that we would love to have James back on the team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
He would say that first, and then say James has a decision to make.
I'm gonna tell you why he said that.
Why?
They done probably told James what deal he gonna get. You know, he probably know how much they're willing to probably spend. That's why I said James has a decision to make. He probably already got that goodwill deal.
But now what I'm saying is that's all very good. But if you really want him on the team, then you say I would really love to have James back, but James has to make a decision. I want him on my team.
Why do I want to say I need that? I would love to have him here, and I hadn't coached a day yet. You know,
you're the new leader. You're the coach. You're the new man in town. Don't you want to get your best players on your side?
He may not be one of them.
That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. Yeah.
Now listen, it was the reporter who said you didn't answer my question. If it would have been me, you know what I'm talking about. This get out my face.
You be polite and say, "Well, you got the answer you're gonna get."
Yeah, I was like, listen, James is a great player. He has a decision to make. I stand by that. You know, do what I want him here. Now he did retract towards the end.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, y'all are they jumping on him because yes, I want James Harden. I ain't got to do that. You know, we finna shake this thing up. They got rid of Doc Rivers. You don't think they'll get rid of James Harden too?
I'm not saying they won't. I'm saying, I guess what we're trying to say is, it was a different way. If he wanted James Harden on his team, could he answer the question in a different manner?
And I guess we might as well go to this then. Is where will James Harden be next year?
You always say Houston.
Yeah, I'm saying Houston. that's the word that's out there.
Wow.
Who is Houston?
Bunch of young boys.
First of all, they got a new coach.
Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
Ime Udoka.
Do you think Udoka won it?
Word around town is Udoka is a great coach and can coach great players and make them play up to their potential. And the Celtics are saying that's the reason they lost against the Heat was because Udoka wasn't there. Udoka wasn't there. I'm sorry. So
does Harden still need to have the ball?
I thought he played great with the ball in his hands this year. He was more of a point guard than he was a scorer this year. I thought he had a great season.
So let me ask this question to both of y'all. So if he does not come back for the 76ers, is he going to do like most guys in the latter end of the year? Is he going? Because you're saying Houston, which I don't see, because at this point he can't lead a team by himself. Is he going to grab on Superman's coattail? Is he going, maybe LA? Is he going, is he going to go to a rest haven to try to blend in with another group of guys to get him one? Because he's done all he can. But at this point,
when you say LA, which LA team you talking about?
Lakers.
That's the only rest haven in LA.
There's only one team.
I didn't hear the rest haven part. I'm sorry.
Oh,
if I heard the rest haven part, I understood what you meant.
There's only one team in LA.
No. That's not what I said at all.
No.
I said rest haven. Rest haven.
There's only one team in LA.
No.
There's only one team in LA?
Only one team in LA, baby.
Okay. But like I was saying, do y'all think he going to?
I'm trying to understand what's the reasoning for making that statement.
Because he think that the Lakers are on top.
Yeah, it's because he said because he's coming to LA. We didn't have to specify what LA because there was only one team in LA.
There's two teams in LA.
Yeah,
they both play in the same arena.
We let someone use it from time to time.
Y'all let somebody use it.
Yeah.
OG, Pete, where I'm finna go with this.
From time to time.
So all right. So let's say James Harden decides not to go back to LA, and there's three teams in Cali, right? But I'm just saying, which team does he choose? Which team does he fit better in? No, it's 4 teams. Oh, my bad, it's 4. But which team does he fit better in if he chose a Cali team?
If he chose a Cali team, which team would he fit better?
That says it all right there.
What? Man, y'all always live in the past. God, dog, it's 2023.
Oh, man, y'all do that same.
It's 2023, and the Slippers still don't have any. They still empty. So how far you got to go back?
The Kings is a young hot team, right? You got LA and Golden State who are, twilight teams. You got the Clippers who just don't, That's what I'm saying. Where would he go? Well, let's make this even better between LA and Golden State.
He should go to the Warriors because they're gonna probably get rid of Draymond Green. So you bring him in to take Draymond Green's spot.
Nah, how you gonna take Draymond Green's spot?
Now you got somebody who can pass the ball and shoot.
So what?
What you doing? I know, right? What you doing?
What'd you have for dinner today?
I haven't eaten yet.
You had them burnt hot dogs, man.
I did grill some more. I get some burgers and hot dogs, sausages, and lobster tails.
Something got you delusional here a little bit. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
You know, maybe he should go to the Warriors and take Draymond's place. What kind of fit would that be?
Why can't he just be like
Kevin Durant?
Durant didn't take his spot. Durant didn't take Draymond's spot.
He didn't take Draymond's spot, but it's the same type of deal, though. Same type of deal.
No, it's not. You compare James Harden to Kevin Durant.
What you doing?
They the same players.
You need to stop.
They're the same player.
You need to stop.
Okay, well, give me that answer. So, what would your spot be for him if he did go choose a Cali team?
If he went to a Cali team, his best spot would have to be the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you gave because of that. So he wouldn't fit in. He wouldn't fit in the Lakers.
He wouldn't fit in with Lakers. No. Lakers.
Okay. James Harden. Where would he not fit in on your squad, and why?
I mean, he would be great coming off the bench, I guess. Yeah, he'd be great coming off the bench, but I don't think he want to be a bench player.
Who would he play behind on your Lakers squad?
Everybody on the whole starting five.
Are you disrespectful? Okay, yeah.
I like Harden though. I like Harden.
Obviously not. I don't even know where you're coming from right now. You name me 5 Laker players that's better than him right now.
That's better for the team. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your starting 5 is okay.
It's D'Angelo Russell.
He can start in front of Russell. Just stop right there. He can start in front of Russell.
He's not my point guard.
He could be your point guard.
Oh no. He can't be my point guard. He can be Philadelphia's point guard. He couldn't be the Lakers' point guard.
Wow. Okay, continue. Okay, who else you got? You said Russell.
All right. Then we got Austin Reeves.
I like Reeves.
All right. Then we got LeBron James, AD, and
James Harden.
Absolutely not James Harden. Who's my
There you go. You
no, we started
you still don't know.
Vanderbilt. We started Vanderbilt. Jared Vanderbilt.
Exactly. There you go, right there. Either Vanderbilt or Russell.
Yeah.
You saying that he's not better than them 2 guys?
I'm not saying he's not better, but he doesn't fit. They fit better than he does. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's a better player than he is. When we asked him about fit, I thought, right?
Just say you don't like James Harden. You don't want him on the Lakers.
I like James Harden. I just don't think he's a fit for the Lakers.
James Lil John just said Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that's nice.
But you think he's a fit for Golden State to take Draymond's place?
To take Draymond's spot.
Yeah, because the way they play. Yeah, I think so. they need more shooters. They need more shooters. They want to outshoot you.
They need more shooters.
Yeah. Y'all just told me Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson have lost it. So
I didn't say that.
I said that. I said that there's an ebb and flow with one, and then somebody has lost a step. Sure.
Yeah. So I know, OG, you said they just run it back so they can continue to lose. I mean, you're not trying to make them better. Don't you think James Harden will make them better?
Whoa. Don't try to talk for me. I say they run it back, but I also say they need another big. I didn't say they didn't need to make no changes.
Okay.
I say they need another big coming off the bench.
All right. So you don't like the James Harden going to Golden State thing? Then?
No.
Okay. Well, we ain't got to go there. He can go to Houston.
Then don't go to Houston.
I think he's gonna go. All right, man. Let's move.
Where did James? Before we finish, where did James Harden go to college?
I don't know.
It wasn't Marquette.
Was it Oklahoma State or something like that?
Oh, okay.
Arizona State.
Arizona State. Okay, yeah, one of them states. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and move on to the NFL, and we have to talk NFL rule changes, man. NFL rule changes. They had a couple rule changes in the league that I thought was interesting. And the first one I want to bring up is the fair catch on kickoffs. So if you kick the ball to the 5-yard inside the 25-yard line, and they call for a fair catch, the ball automatically goes to the 25. So if you try to pin them in at the 5-yard line, the 3-yard line, or whatever it may be,
If they call it a fair catch.
if they call it fair catch, they automatically move the ball up to the 25. Y'all. When I first heard it, I was like, man, this is a horrible rule. Who's gonna do that? Why would they do that? But after thinking about it, not many people are gonna call a fair catch at the 5-yard line. You know, man, I thought it was on punts too. Now, you know, in punts, you definitely trying to get them inside the 3 and inside the 5-yard line. But on a kickoff, nobody's really doing that. So I can kind of see that.
Yeah, I was misunderstood. I misunderstood too. I thought it was punt too. And I said if it was punt,
yeah,
that's not cool because that takes away the fact that you don't go for it on 4th down with the attempt to try to pin the team back.
Right.
But it's just on kickoffs.
Yeah, just on kickoff. So that's not a big deal. My kick returner, Turpin, they asked him about it. He said he doesn't care. Like, I'm not calling fair catch anyway on a what call it. Either it's gonna go over my head, or if I can catch it, I'm taking it out.
But you know something they ought to do at the XFL. Did you ever watch the XFL game this year?
I missed all of them this year, man. What happened in this one?
The XFL, they take all the hard hitting out of the kickoff. So what they do is the kicker is the only one back in the line of scrimmage with the ball being kicked.
Okay.
The other two teams line up 5 yards apart from each other, and they have to kick the ball. They can't kick a touchback. They kick a touchback, they get penalized. The ball comes out to the 35-yard line.
They do like a dodgeball thing when they both at the 5 yards apart, and then.
But what it does though, it takes away all that hard hitting for somebody running down the field full steam.
Yeah, it's like right there. You got it right there.
Oh, at the 5 yards apart. So you. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. All that running 25 miles an hour, and wham!
Yeah, running to the walls.
Yeah, they took that out of the play.
Okay.
So my thing is, like, with this new rule, if you're familiar with college football, they've been using this same technique since like 2000.
Yeah, college already does it.
Okay. Yeah. So it's college has already been doing it. If you, like I said, if you're familiar with college football, then you know this rule shouldn't be anything new to you. It's just like you said, it's a way to kind of protect the players, but then at the same time, it provides an opportunity for the ball to be placed on the 25-yard line, which you know it's kind of weird, but I think college football has had some success with it, and they using it. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Next rule: teams can now have 3 active quarterbacks on the roster. 3 active. Before you had to have 2, and then you had to have 1 on the practice squad or whatever it may be. But now you can have 3 active in a game. But the key to that is your 3rd quarterback can only play if your number 1 and number 2 quarterback get knocked out of the game, get hurt or something. Something like what happened in the San Francisco 49ers versus the Eagles game. Yeah. They're trying to eliminate that part. But if your second quarterback or your first quarterback happens to come back in the game, that guy, that 3rd man, cannot stay in the game. He has to come back out.
So they have to disclose who's first, second, and 3rd string.
Yeah. And now you can switch it up from week to week, but you have to disclose that. Yes.
So, but they don't get another. It's still a 53-man roster. You just have an extra quarterback on the roster.
You just have an extra quarterback on the roster. Yep.
So the Falcons, we've been doing that for the past 3 seasons anyway. Our tight end, what's his name? Philippe. You know, he was our designated 3rd third string quarterback on the Falcons squad, but he is a
okay.
Yeah. So he was, but like I said, but now I guess for us in our situation, if Philippe is still there, we'll either have an extra man at this point. He can just be straight tight end, or we'll have four. But it's because he plays tight end / QB.
But he won't be able to play tight end.
Right.
Yeah. Now, he will only have to be able to play quarterback. He can't come in and just do other things like before. So I guess like now he has to be designated to being a quarterback, which is good for them because when you're on an active roster, your check goes up a little more.
Sure. Yeah, no doubt.
Than when you're not active.
So what about my man in New Orleans?
Who?
The one that played running back / quarterback.
Oh, right.
/
Yes.
receiver / everything.
But I think they're gonna have him down as a tight end or something already. So I don't think he's gonna be labeled a quarterback anymore. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So they might even. I guess they would probably have 4 quarterbacks.
I said, well, you think would they take him off off the quarterback group? I guess they won't need him because Carr is a much better QB than what they have now. Are they bringing back Lobster Stealer? Public Lobster. What's his name? They stole the lobsters.
James Winston.
Yeah, are they bringing back James?
Yeah. I think they are, aren't they? Yeah, I think he's the backup. Yeah, I thought he was there. I thought he's still the backup now.
Remember, he was a little salty toward the end of the season. They didn't give him a shot.
He was very salty. He was very salty. Yeah. Very salty.
It's sort of like.
What you say?
I said something like lobster.
Yeah. So, I think he's still gonna be there, man. And the third one, but they're trying to eliminate what happened with the 49ers. The 49ers, they had to use Christian McCaffrey as their quarterback for that game when all their quarterbacks had gone out. So they're trying to eliminate that, especially in the playoffs. So I think that's a good thing. I don't have a problem with that. This is the one I have a problem with. And they're flexing Thursday night games between weeks 13 through 17. Yeah. But they must have 28 days to decide if they're going to do it.
So they do it 28 days in advance?
In advance.
So they give fans enough time to. But still, if I be planning on going on Thursday night and now you're going to change it to, man, you might. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Alvin Jameson. That's what's up.
Alvin Jameson. My guy. So Alvin says, man, he doesn't have a choice but to be there. Talking about James Winston.
Check this out. Okay, so what it said here, it said Winston was expected to be a free agent after New Orleans gave Derek Carr a 4-year, $150 million contract in March. Instead, Jameis had to decide whether to stay in New Orleans or revoke a deal, taking a pay cut to do so. So, because there were, as I said, there were no offers as a starting quarterback in the NFL during this time. Winston told ESPN, Catherine Terrell, I'm still grateful for the opportunity to be in New Orleans. However, I know that I'm still a starting quarterback in this league.
Wow.
Where?
Indy.
Nobody offered him work.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Indy, Houston.
They both just drafted quarterbacks.
Carolina, Tampa Bay.
So you're talking about the team that just drafted quarterbacks? He should go there.
Yeah, you know how I feel about quarterbacks starting out, rookie quarterbacks starting out. I think they need to learn.
Did Joe Burrow start out?
He did and got hurt.
But you weren't talking about because they can get hurt.
No, I'm not talking about because they can get hurt. But your chances, if you're a top quarterback, chances are you're going to a bad team, right? So chances are your opportunity to get hurt is going to be pretty high.
But check this out though. Hey man, listen. I'm gonna say this here because I'm just reading this here. It says here he did not want to make the same mistake a la Cam Newton. He had a deal on the table and he took it because he didn't want to be sitting on the sidelines and not get an opportunity to play.
Oh,
Cam Newton said that same thing. I can still play. He's saying I can still play. Look, and so they offered him scraps, but I guess he felt like I'm still in the league, as opposed to trying to get a job.
That's a great point. And that's how you look at somebody else's mistake and you don't follow what they do. It's like, so, coaches tell you in basketball or in sports, when I'm talking to this player right here, I'm talking to everybody. So don't listen. You better listen when I'm talking to Johnny over here. When I'm talking to Johnny, because if you go back and do the same thing that Johnny just did, you're gonna be in the same. You're gonna be in trouble. So
listen to this. Listen to this real quick. He said there are some players that had a big break, made a mistake at 30. He said, but right now, he said I'm 29. He basically said I'm not gonna make that same mistake. I don't know if he's talking about him or what, but he said, but right now my role is to serve as a team player. That's what I'm gonna do. I have an opportunity to play. When I play, I'll play at my best. But then again, he said, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to take this opportunity on a team, not outside trying to get a team.
That's good. And that's maturity. That's maturity. Then I'm happy. I'm proud of him, man. And when you're in your 30s, you normally you're trying to look to buy a home, and you want to make the right decision, man. And the right decision is to go to when you find that home that you want, to go to our guy, Alvin Jameson.
Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The Crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the Crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the Crew and you.
Hey, man, does anybody know the last time he was a starter, how many yards he threw for?
When the whole season?
When he started the whole season.
It was, I want to say he threw for like 4,000. Was it like 4,000? No, he made 4,000?
Yeah.
Oh, he did make 4,000. Oh, close to 5,000? Close to 5,000?
It was 5.
Ooh.
How many interceptions?
30. 5,109 yards as his last year at Tampa Bay. Because he didn't start all games since he's been in New Orleans. He's played games. He didn't start all the games. Like I said, the most he's thrown since he's a Saint is 1,170 yards, 14 TDs, 3 interceptions. His last time he started every game in Tampa Bay threw 5,109 yards, 33 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
Yeah, so that was the last time he started a full season. Wow, I remember that season. We talked about that. We talked about that at length. Yes. And I'm with Alvin, man. I think he's still a good quarterback, and his problem was maturity. So, and from what you're reading, Corey, it sounds like he's maturing. Like he's starting to understand the business and starting to understand what it takes to become a NFL quarterback and the business of it all. And if he can we know he has the talent. It was just up here for me is what I was worried about upstairs. If he's maturing, man, he can be a really, really good quarterback in this league. Those numbers don't lie.
So here, he's never. Okay, so what do we say? All right. So this is. I'm trying to be honest here about Winston real quick. Okay, so when he got to New Orleans, he's never played for a quarterback coach. All right, because your boy wasn't there. What's the one that they just hired
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton wasn't there, right? So he has yet to play for a quarterback-driven guru coach. You know what I mean? I know Bruce Arians was Bruce Arians a quarterback coach? Or what kind of coach is Bruce Arians?
He's an offensive coach.
Okay.
He's an offensive coach.
Okay. So he didn't get a chance to play for, a quarterback coach that could have cut out those interceptions, because like I said, he's only played from what it's looking like here as far as New Orleans in these last 3 seasons. He's only played in 12 games. Started.
In the last three seasons.
Yeah. Because remember, he lost his job because he got hurt. You know what I mean? So
never got it back.
Never got it back.
And not gonna get it back.
He said he's not gonna get it back. 2021 is when he got hurt. That's when they threw them 1,100 yards, 14 TDs, and got hurt and couldn't get it back. When they brought him in 2020, he only threw for 75 yards because he didn't play that first season because he was still injured when they picked him up. You know what I'm saying? So he never got a chance to really throw for a quarterback-driven coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Alvin says, man, who did the Colts pick up? They picked up at quarterback Anthony Richardson in the first round. The number 5 pick, from Florida. And he's like I said, Indy is where Jameis Winston they should have reached out to him. And because we already said that Richardson is going to be a project. Let him learn from a quarterback who's done it at a high level in the NFL. They're going with Sam Ellinger and Gardner Minshew.
But I'm just saying, he is a better quarterback. But you put him in the same situation that Matt Ryan was in. You know what I'm saying? They didn't beef up the defense. The offensive line. They didn't do much, on the offense to protect him. Oh, what you looking at? What you over there doing? What happened?
No, you're going to hit that shot from over half court.
Oh,
I'm front of the rim.
I don't know. I'm like OG in a sense. It has to be the perfect place for him to get a shot. But right now, I'm glad that you just said the same thing I'm thinking, that he was mature enough to say, to not be on his high horse and not want to pick up the clipboard, because even with Indianapolis, I think OG made a point here. They didn't call him.
Yeah.
Nobody called.
Surprisingly, because they called Matt Ryan last year. So it surprised me that they wouldn't call Jameis Winston this year.
They called Matt because they promised him fantasy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. They got that man hurt. You know what I'm saying? They gave him a raw deal and they apologized to him at the end of the season too. Man, my bad, Matt. We did you wrong. Because they weren't in the playoff where they were this close. They should have called him the same year they called Matt, but they did.
Yeah, I think if the Colts brought in Jameis Winston, I think that immediately makes them a better team. They have a really good running game with Jonathan Taylor. They had a really good defense. Their guy was out. Shaq Leonard was out last year, but he'll be back this year.
They did terrible this year. They did terrible.
They did. They didn't have a quarterback. I thought they still have some decent receivers out there. They didn't have nobody to throw them the ball.
Sure.
So the running game faltered because nobody believed in the passing game.
And Jonathan Taylor won himself this year either.
No, because of that. Like they're stacking the box. All right, beat me, Matt Ryan. I don't believe you can. You won't be able to do that with Jameis Winston. I don't believe. So I think
James Winston will be in New Orleans. He's not going in that.
Yeah, he's not. He's there.
Oh, he did right. Like you said, I'm not going to be out. Not. My name is James for a job.
Yeah, well, I give him credit for it. He said something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Right. He finna Matt Sharpe. This thing. Remember, Matt Sharpe was on our team for 10 years. We didn't even know it.
Yeah. And my thing is not about James Winston. My thing is the Colts. I think the Colts did their team a disservice by not reaching out to him. That's all I'm saying.
But you said the same thing about Carolina, Houston. Yeah,
I thought this. I don't want my rookie cornerback to come in there and get beat up early on. I don't. I don't know if y'all saw a picture of Bryce Young in Carolina.
What about
that boy like a little kid out there, boy.
He look like
hey, that boy short as a mug. Look, they said like somebody's little son out there playing behind them linemen.
It's the same guy that played 3 seasons in the toughest league in college football.
He did.
The same guy that won the Heisman Trophy.
He did.
Now,
to
his credit, they are ecstatic in OTAs right now. You know what I mean? They love what he's doing. I don't know if that's with the coach's time, coaching scheme that they have or whatever, but they are impressed with his ability, to do what he's supposed to do in OTAs. Yeah. This is OTAs, but I'm gonna say this too. So I went to the Falcons opener to take a look at our new look Falcons. Me and my family we went.
Okay.
Not bad. You know what I mean? Not bad. I'm not, so I'm gonna give him credit that I'm gonna give him, I'm gonna give some kudos. It is OTAs, but he from what I was reading, he's what they expected. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're gonna start him, but then who knows? Who knows?
Okay.
I don't know how true this is. I just asked Siri, how tall is Bryce Young and how much does he weigh? Siri say he's 6 feet tall, weigh 194 pounds.
Hell no. Why do we know that?
Hold on. Calm down here now. So then I asked Siri, how tall is Kyler Murray and how much does he weigh? Say Kyler Murray is 5'10", 195 pounds.
Ooh.
Now Kyler Murray is more stockier than Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying? He's a thicker dude, but not by much. But I'm saying we know Bryce is a small guy. You know what I mean? But he can throw, and they can get out there and make some plays. So I do agree with Alvin Jameson. He does mimic Drew Brees. I ain't saying he got the arm like Drew Brees, or accuracy as Drew, but he does mimic Drew in size and stature.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna do well. I think he's gonna do well. I'm not. I was just saying his height. That the NFL is different. I know we say he played in the top league in college football, and NFL is still different. It's still different, man. Look.
Alvin asked, "What you asked about Dalvin Cook? Is he still up there?" Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, he's still available. They're trying to find a landing spot for him. They're trying to get rid of him.
They trying to deal.
Yeah, he's saying the rumor is that he gone. He going.
Yeah, he out. Yeah,
wow.
He
wow.
Out.
Okay. Let me give some shout out to some new Falcon players who did my wife and my daughter 100. Number 53 and number 29. News. I don't know what. They signed a football and a cup. You know what I mean? Look, okay, appreciate it. Hopefully, I said, my wife here, she went to the guy's page and all that. Look, he went because he had him on football. And my daughter go, I want a football. And so the guy come over there. He like, wait a minute, hold on, baby. This little girl want a football. I need to go find a football. Find it and signs it. And then he got another player to come over and sign a cup. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have no idea who these two brothers were. I mean, they're two white guys.
Come on. Wait. Before you get a shout out, man, we gotta get the names, man. Come on. Now.
I don't know what I'm saying. 53 and 29. I don't even know. That's how they knew. I know they know. Oh, he's 53. Okay. We gotta look him up. Oh, 53. She knows his name. But he's
So they gave you regulation size football?
no, kids. no. It's a little bit red football with the Falcons. And we got a huge cup, and he wrote, which was, like I said, it was cool. Hey, I may be the only one who asked for one. He was the only one that was available. I don't know, but big shout out to 53 and 29.
Hey, Falcon fans were super excited on Twitter, man. They was posting all kind of videos of Ritter throwing passes. They was like, man, he ain't missed a pass. He got
to pick.
Look, he was throwing in air when they were showing me the videos. I was like, he's throwing in air. 10-yard passes. What are y'all talking about?
I'm gonna say both him and Heineke look good. Okay. You know what I mean? I expect that out of Heineke because Heineke has what 8? No, he has 11 starts, or is it 9 or 11 starts? What is OG for y'all?
He got. I think he has 11.
11 starts. So an experienced quarterback, he was there. I expected him to do well. Ritter is what like if Ritter doesn't work out, Heineke will be okay. Okay. You know what I mean? Ritter is who we want to be. Golly, why don't you do that, man?
But what that mean though? Everybody talk about something. I'm gonna tell you what they said. What his dad said about him. He said he been hearing the same thing that G doing right now his whole career, and everywhere he's gone, he's excelled.
Look at that helmet is though, G. Yeah, OG, come here, man. Come on, man.
Hey, they can tell you that man is 6 feet all they want. That man is not 6 feet.
That is not.
I'm just saying what it came up on the internet, man.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
well. Listen, it ain't hard to block for this little kid. I mean,
you ain't gonna be able to see him. If you get to him, you ain't gonna be able to see him, man. So that's
hold the line. You good right there? Okay.
Right. Hey, number 29 is I don't know if it's Micah or Micah Abernathy.
That might be what's on the cup. Yeah, all right. Who's 53?
He don't sound like he gonna make it.
God dog, G. I'm looking for 53 because they don't have me no order. I don't know what they must have about
Hey, look, put it like this: the ones that were signing, how the starters going. Okay, Nate Landman.
Yeah, Nate Landman. Yeah, I would look at this found it. Nate Landman.
Okay. So listen, I ain't gonna lie, my wife done fell in love with it. She been trolling him for 2 days now.
She said he was so nice to my baby.
Look, I looked on the other day. She go, okay, so I'm on this page. I'm like, what are you trolling the dude? I'm like, okay, She was impressed. She gonna be rooting for him all season, whether he on the team or not.
Right.
Looking for 29 and 53.
29 and 53. Hey, what's going on, Big Night Low? My guy. Welcome on, big homie. Alvin Jameson said, geez, where your boy Zeke going, man? New York Jets. Look, maybe Tampa Bay. Jets might be I don't know. Jets got a plethora of running backs back there already, man. I don't see him.
He's going to Philly.
No, he's not.
Nah, he ain't going to Philly either. That don't match up right.
He's not. He's not.
He'll probably it'll be Tampa, Jets, or the Cowboys. Those 3 teams.
Cowboys will get him on a good discount clearance price.
Yeah,
they hold him on the stick because Pollard may not come back in time, so they keep him on that stick.
Pollard's out there already. He already out there running around already in practice.
Hey, man.
All right.
He already out there running around, dog.
I asked Siri, where's Zeke Elliott going? They said, according to Forbes, I guess I don't know why Forbes is doing this, but according to Forbes, I guess they got a sports page. He may be better suited with the Cowboys or the WNBA.
Speaking of the WNBA,
the WNBA.
That's a great segue there, Corey.
WNBA, okay. So basically, saying he got a better chance of making it to the WNBA than they do a regular football team.
That ain't right.
Oh man! Hold up, maybe y'all need to hear. Let me make sure I heard it right. Where's Zeke Elliott going?
According to Forbes, Ezekiel Elliott's best chance at playing in 2023 may be with the Dallas Cowboys. Contributor. I cover the NFL, NBA, and pro wrestling at Forbes.
Oh, pro wrestling.
No WNBA. Oh man,
Man, this is WNBA, not pro wrestling.
Hey, that boy dirty. That was dirty. Corey, that was dirty. You threw that out there on your own. That boy.
Yeah, pro wrestling.
So yeah, WNBA. Quick talk with this WNBA before we jump on our last topic in this Shannon Sharpe situation. Yes, the Las Vegas Aces 6-0. They've been in some close games the last two games. They played the Indiana Fever. Aja Wilson against her former South Carolina buddy and Aaliyah Boston, and they squeak out a 4-point win to take their record to 6-0. Man, they are doing the damn thing out there in Las Vegas like we knew they would. But I just want to comment on the Indiana Pacers Fever. I'm sorry, real quick. And I think they're doing disjustice to their squad right now by not featuring Aaliyah Boston for that team. I think they are. I know she's the rook on the squad, but at some point your rook is your best player. You have to use her, and she's going to make the right decisions.
You want her to be featured after 6 games?
She needs to be featured after the first game. She's the number 1 pick for a reason. And is
she ready for that on her shoulder though, G?
She's built for that. I think Leah playing. She played at South Carolina, so she's built for. She has the shoulders to take on the load, and I think the Fever need to give it to her. She had three. She was 2 for 3 today. 2 for 3.
And you want her to be featured with a 2 for 3?
That means they're not featuring her. Yes, she needs.
You had to see you for 3 times.
3 times. 3 times.
He hit 2 of them.
Yeah, there is no reason that she should only get 3 shots. So
we're not saying what practice is like. You know what I mean? How do we know that she's ready? You know, she's ready for that.
Do you know where she came from?
I do know where she came from, but I know where she at now. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that transition can be tough on a new person.
When you brought in a Candace Parker, she was your number 1. When you brought in the Aja Wilson, she was your number 1. When you brought in a Lisa Leslie, that was your number 1. These are number 1 players for a reason. Use them as such. And I think Indiana, I think they're 1-5, and they're not featuring their number 1 player. There's a reason you're 1-5.
Right. Okay. So she's a forward, right? Or is she? Because you're not playing center right now. She's forward or power forward.
Like she's probably playing a 4.
Okay. So they got 3 other forwards on that team, right? They got Saxton, and that Smith girl, Lisa Smith. You gonna just cut them off? Cut them up because you got the best pick in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Now, if
what you're doing right now is not working.
Huh?
It's not working. 1-5.
How many minutes is she starting? She's not starting.
I ain't seen her play. I don't know if she's starting or not.
I don't think the first couple games she was starting. I don't remember seeing her in the starting lineup, which was surprising to me. But you're not starting her as a disjustice. I don't know no other way to say it, man. She's too good. She's too good of a player. And I don't think the gap between the WNBA and college is that great.
But look at this right here. What I just found out. So on the 3rd yesterday, the fan, the Gamecock Digest. I guess that's in South Carolina. Former Gamecocks Aaliyah Boston earns WNBA Rookie of the Month honors. So how does she do that if she ain't doing I guess what they expecting her to do on the court right now?
That's probably the month they won that 1 game.
Exactly.
That's probably what.
That's probably last month when they won 1 game.
Look, and she's all right. And game against Chicago where they lost. Aaliyah Boston, 16 minutes, 4 for 5, 8 points in 16 minutes. 4 for 5. All right.
Right. So y'all saying that this coach is wrong by having her not start?
I mean, she's in the starting lineup. She's in the starting lineup.
Okay, so she's starting. So that's what I'm saying. So she's doing, what they expect her to do. I mean, what are y'all expecting out of her right now?
I'm expecting her to be featured. There's no reason for her to have 5 shots. She's 4 for 6 in the next game for 8 points against Dallas.
Okay, but what if the competition she's playing against is tough? You know what I mean?
She's 4 for 6. She only getting 6 shots.
But you said she played 16 minutes. That's half of the game. It's 32 minutes, right? And how many minutes in the WNBA game?
Should be 40.
40.
Yeah,
40.
Yeah. Should be 40 minutes. All right.
So she's not even playing half the game.
Right. She's 6 for 10. She played 24 minutes. She was 6 for 10. She got 10 shots. She got 15 points.
But she's starting.
She's starting.
What if she's being double teamed when she's playing? Has anybody seen an Indiana Fever game?
I haven't really.
Because we know she's a dangerous player.
She's 5 for 7. 5 for 7. Like I don't.
What I'm saying, what I'm trying to get to you is just like how we were just talking about this with Bryce Young. The WNBA is also a different breed. I know we know she was good in South Carolina, but there's a difference in the WNBA. These girls are ballers. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that she's not good, but what I'm saying is somebody has figured out, hey, double up on her, or she's gonna meet a big now every time because she's a forward now, not a center in the WNBA.
Right.
So her position is gonna be a little bit different. And I'm just saying maybe it's a little bit too early. I don't want to put that on her too early right now. You know what I'm saying? I know she's probably gonna be a star, but there is a transition that you have to make, even in the WNBA level. Even when I started watching, just listening to y'all, I see the respect for these ladies in the game. I'm just saying she's not going to come in there and dominate like she did in South Carolina and Carolina.
I'm going to make a point to see a game.
Yeah.
So this is a problem. So, and I think she got to talk to her guards and the other people, because it seems like they don't want to relinquish we got a better player on our squad. They're putting up 14, 16, 10 shots a game, and Aaliyah Boston getting 4, 6.
You saying that they're not giving her the ball?
They're not giving her the ball, and the ball should go through Aaliyah Boston. Your team would be better if you go through Aaliyah Boston. That's just how I feel. So
this is like an a la Love and Basketball. Remember when she was on the team, she goes, "You gonna get the ball, and I give you the ball."
That's exactly what it is. Oh, you hey Rook, you think you gonna come here and show out? Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
You gonna make me lose my job?
Yeah.
So y'all think it's an envy? Okay.
Yeah. Alvin says, "Why Tampa, man?" I think that's the they need a running back. They
Zeke.
You talking about Zeke? They need a running back. They don't have one. They haven't re-signed Leonard Fournette. They lost Ronald Jones. They have like 2 running backs that we never heard of. Baltimore.
Why ain't talking nobody yet though?
He's waiting.
She waiting. He's waiting to trade deadline.
Nah, he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait after training camp and all that. He ain't about to go through all that training camp stuff. You
need training camp.
No, you don't.
No. He need to come in there about 20 pounds lighter and show them that he got some quick feet. He's not a quick feet guy. He's a bulldozer. That don't work no more. Because it didn't work for the Cowboys.
He gave us 12 touchdowns. It did work for the Cowboys.
That's from the 1-yard line.
That's all you need. We're talking about. It don't matter where you get it from.
You can find that job anywhere.
No, you can't. No,
you can.
So why was he tops in doggone and touchdowns then if you can find it anywhere?
Because I said they run all the way down to get him the ball in the 1.
So wait a minute. So why, if anybody can do it, then why ain't anybody else doing it like that?
Because y'all chose to give the ball to him. That don't mean you can't nobody else do it.
Y'all chose to do that. I bet y'all got somebody else that can do that right now.
We hoping Ronald Jones can. We hoping he can.
So was he on the team last year?
Nope.
That's a draft pick.
No, he's from Tampa Bay. That's why I
came
said
from Tampa Bay.
Yeah, came from Tampa. Yeah.
What Alvin James talking about? New York Liberty. What?
Where does D Hop go? I said D Hop. I said D Hop will probably be in Cleveland. Not Dallas. Dallas don't need him. So
your coach already came out and said,
yeah,
y'all good.
He said New York Liberty coming for everybody this year. Alvin Jameson said that.
Really? Alvin Jameson don't believe that. They done lost 2 games already.
All right, man. So we got like 2. Oh, we ain't got no 2 minutes, dog.
We all gotta go.
Look, we can't do no long shows, man.
We don't do a long time, but I'm just saying it's been a while. But I feel.
Yeah. We'll tease it. Let's start here first. Undisputed will be gone after. When did he say he's leaving?
Undisputed ain't gone. He'll be gone.
He'll be gone.
Yeah.
He's leaving the show. And then now your boy Stephen A. Smith is calling for him to come join him on First Take. I'm not a huge Shannon Sharpe fan on any of these shows. I don't watch them, but I think Shannon Sharpe is just like Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. So
why you don't like Stephen A. Smith?
I feel they clickbait. I think they say stuff that they don't really mean just to get clickbait. I don't like that.
What I love is when Dallas lose. I gotta watch a show when Dallas lose.
Stephen A. go ham.
So you only watched it 5 times last year?
That's five times enough.
Did he say where he was going?
He has a podcast out now, so he's loving his podcast. I actually did watch his podcast. It's actually pretty decent. He had one with Steve Harvey on there.
It's an interview show.
Yeah, it's an interview show. Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. I won't. I don't have anything negative to say about that. But I believe he will be back on TV. He said he thanks Skip Bayless for the opportunity to come out and show that he's more than just a football player, which I don't think he is. He said he knows a lot more about sports than just being a football player. I think he's just a LeBron fan. I don't really think he knows a whole lot about the other sports like that. But
I think that's everybody. You give your opinion. He did a great job on voicing his opinion, which is not bad. And then he went up against one of the most.
You think it was a biased opinion, or was it a journalist opinion?
I mean, he had a little journalism to it, but he put some vibrato on, or a lot of spirit on his opinion. You know what I mean? And then he went up against somebody. I don't hate Skip Bayless, but Skip Bayless has made it his duty to like LeBron James. He don't like LeBron James, and I don't even know why. Mm-hmm. He just but you made a lot of money on dissing LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't no LeBron James heavy fan, but I respect his game.
Right.
But he'll pick out some of the smallest things. LeBron James used a fork with soup. Whatever he could. He just wants to do it. But to answer the question about Shannon, well, I didn't want to question, but will he be working? Do I feel like he needs to go to ESPN and work with Stephen A? No. Yeah. No. You need a little bit more diversity with that. It's 2 guys with heavy opinions, no. And like I said, let me make something very clear. Stephen A, let me tell you something.
And Alvin said G doesn't like Stephen A because G's a Cowboys fan. Yeah.
That's facts.
That's facts. Man, well, it looks like we've come to the end of our show, y'all.
It's Stephen A.
BB, man, welcome on, big dog. And yeah, and Stephen A. Shannon Sharpe is lame, and Stephen A. is lame.
Brandon came in his shot fire at the last minute of the show. Dang, lame.
Hey, did y'all go to the minority baseball prospects All-Star game this weekend?
I did not. They didn't know about it.
Now, who you got? Who you see?
And my wife's nephew was playing in it.
Okay. Tell me, man. I've been watching some good baseball highlights, man. Look, I think I send y'all some good pitching every now and then, but man, it's this dude named Stephen J, man. This dude got 100 miles an hour breaking. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can send it to you, but that thing is solid. God, man.
Well, y'all, episode 10 in the books, baby. We appreciate each and every one of y'all rocking with us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and Twitch. Man, we love y'all. Brandon Buchanan, Alvin Jameson, James Littlejohn, Kanisha Davis, my guy Nilo Jordan, Rodney Littlejohn, NF Skull, Phil Harris, my wife Crystal Wright, my dog Stanley Carter, and anybody else we may have missed. Man, we appreciate you. We love y'all. We thank y'all for the new subscribers. I have to put them out on the next show, but we will see y'all on Wednesday, baby, 8 o'clock. We love y'all, man. Remember to keep your head on swivel and keep God first. We are out.
Look at that guy I sent y'all from University of Tennessee. Yes. I think I sent it to y'all before. Oh. Yeah, boys. First pitch in the Mets is 102.